Hey guys, how's it going? So we're going to be talking about the recent stream for the patch note side of it, not the turtles. I really like the turtles. I'm interested in playing Raphael with the size. Can't wait to get my hands on him and see what he's like. Let's talk about the patch though, because people are thinking, wonder what Ponkster thought about the patch, and it's going to really shock you what I thought about it. I really thought it was half-assed. That's what I thought about it. I thought it was like, let's just change some things, change what the memes are, but everything else, whatever. Let's see how it fleshes out. And I don't think Injustice is a game that can afford to play around with time. It's barely got into Evo and it won Game of the Year. It won Game of the Year, and people are worried about whether it gets a spot at Evo. That's worrying. That's really, really worrying. You should think, fighting in the Game of the Year should be a shoo-in for Evo. But no. The game has already become quite stale. And the players are getting restless. The developers seem very hands-off. The only saving grace this game has is the DLC. It has had excellent DLC in my opinion, wonderful art for the DLC and movesets, and they only seem to be getting better. However, in terms of the meta and the gameplay, there are characters that have plagued this game it's just gone on for way too long, and it's caused people to just get bored. It's irritating to play against them in this game. It's just how it is. It's not a case of, oh well, that's your opinion. It is my opinion, but it's also the opinion of all the players that love MK and played MK and maybe other fighting games as well, moved over to Injustice, and guess what? They're back on MK now. They're on other games. Because playing this game can be so irritating that there's patience and then there's too much patience. Let's talk about the patch, because it's going to take me a while to go through this. I'm going to do as fast as I can, so I'm just going through this stuff. Not going to go into super great detail. Just going to go over each character that got changed. So I'm just going to go down the list that I've got here. Hellboy, he's going to be doing less shoulder meter burns, and he's going to be doing less air ground pound meter burns. It's a good change for the fact that he already wasn't like super top tier. He was just very strong, and this will slow him down. This is going to slow him down, this change, and that's a good thing. The only thing that I put into question about Hellboy is should they have toned down the speed of his lunge, so it's just easier for people to just take it in and act accordingly. It's a bit fast with all the cancels involved and stuff, but time will tell. If you played Hellboy before this patch, you should be looking at these patch notes and going, I got away with it. You really should. Sub-Zero. So his jump 2 is better. I don't think he needed that. I thought his jump 2 was fine. Don't think it needs anything in this game needs to be made easier. That's for sure. So making it cross up easier for me is just silly, but maybe the Sub-Zero player's got a different idea. Ice Blast is faster. I think that's his little ice ball. I think it combos off down 1 now, maybe. Not 100% sure. Ultimately though, these aren't the changes that I'd have given for him. I don't think Sub-Zeros care if back 1-1 down 3 is safe. Of course, it's a nice change to have, but personally I think they'd have rather had the pushback change. So Cheetah's got it as well. I'm sure there's plenty of characters with it where plus on block on something, but depending on their characters, hurt box, hitbox, block box, don't know what you call it, when they block a move, they get pushed back too far. So you can't follow up with anything of significance. And Cheetah's got it on forward 3. Oh, you're playing Cheetah higher forward 3. Well, depending on the character you're against, you won't get a follow-up after plus 10. And people don't know this, but literally forward 3 against some characters does nothing. You can't even sweep them. Can't back 2, can't sweep, nothing. You're not in range. So your plus 10 means nada. And it was the same for the Sub-Zero players. I know that's the one they wanted, and guess what? They didn't get it, and that's why it's a half-assed patch. Cyborg, air drone, shaves a couple of recovery frames off. This is a character, one of the best designs in the game. He's a little bit irritating to fight against though. I'd have liked to have seen a lot more recovery on some of his air shenanigans, but I think that'll come in time. He's a character that needed a bit of an overhaul, and he's had it over a couple of patches. The air drone being less recovery though, that's definitely something he needed. But again, it could be a case of this is just going to be another character now that can just throw everything out, throw the kitchen sink at you, and you're just sat there thinking, oh, just got to be patient. Just got to be patient. Meanwhile, he's just building all the bar in the world, throwing everything out, and it's like, yeah, this is another. It's like feels a little bit like Green Arrow at that point, but Green Arrow doesn't get to put an entity on the screen that follows you and you have to respect. His is very direct, you know, and it just happens and you block it and then you move on. He's got staggered sort of pressure, if that makes sense. So we'll see. I like Cyborg, so I'm not going to rip into him. Catwoman, yeah, she got very fair changes, but again, half-assed patch. They didn't patch the fact that back 3 still goes under mids. It even probably goes under lows. Why not just change it? People don't want it to be slower and have less range as much as they just want it to not go under their moves. She does less damage. A couple of her strings got changed. 3-3 back 2 now. Doesn't pop them up for a full combo. Should never have launched with that popping up for a full combo. And 1 forward 2 is now -2 on block. And it should have launched like that. The game, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at her moves list and go, hang on a minute, you've got 5 non-metered launchers, but bear in mind, when this game launched, she did ridiculous damage off this stuff. She's already had a damage scaling nerf, and she's getting another one. So yeah, that's Catwoman. I think the changes they did to her fair. Again though, I don't think, for the Catwoman players as well, they did her justice in terms of they didn't nuke the core issue. Like, what really caused her to get nerfs in this patch when it launches is back 3 going under stuff. It robbed people, and it's caused their other tools to get nuked because of it. And maybe that was unnecessary, but she's still going to go under your mids, and people are still going to get salty. So I don't know. We'll see on that one. Let's go over Lantern now. I like Green Lantern, but I was asked the other day, what do you think Green Lantern needs? And I said more damage. They gave him that. Then they gave him his sort of where you place the lantern mid, close or far, and you can explode it. They gave that plus on block, and there is a bit of a mind game. I'm hoping there's enough of a gap to poke out or at least get away safely. I'm not too sure, but again, I don't think this is going to push Green Lantern into top 5 material, but if he's top 10, top 15, that's what the developers want, and that means there are good changes for the character. Gorilla Grodd, this is a tragedy. Never ever in a million years should they have done that. Never in a million years should they have done easier cancels. What a slap in the face to the people that have dedicated. Like, they did it in MKX with the cancel characters when they shaved off block frames. You get muscle memory, takes months to develop the muscle memory from each string and normal, and then they go, we're changing the timing. And they think that's okay. And it changes on hit and on block. And they think that's okay. This is a little bit different from that, as in they don't have to change the timing, but then they take away back to being plus on block. So in months and months and months of practice, and I can come along tomorrow, pick up Gorilla Grodd and do Stampede cancels as good as you can. Maybe a little bit worse at first, but you get the idea. It's a bit of a slap in the face. It's so bittersweet for the Grodd players. Oh, we've give you some buffs, but you know that sort of prestigiousness that you felt all this while, getting so good with your Grodd, people admiring your play with Grodd, we're gonna kind of tape that off. People are gonna look at Grodd and not sort of see him in the same light anymore. However, you know, if it makes him better as a character overall, obviously the changes are good. They just didn't really need to do the flip stance cancel thing. They could have just left it. You don't have to play Grod that way. People have shown that these cancels, they're not the be all and end all. Just remove the gaps. Remove the gaps in 2-2-3 and make it safe, which is already done. Like, I don't know. A very strange change, but they've done it, so what do we know? Poison Ivy. I play Ivy, and I love Ivy. She's a great character, actually. She's already very good. You know, she got 9th at the last major. People forget that. She is a good character. She does have bad matchups, but she can be annoying. And oh dear, they've given her the best 7-frame down one in the game possibly now by changing the hitbox. Fair enough, she probably deserves it. She's got 9-frame normals, you know, a standing 1 and standing 2 and 9 frames respectively, so that's fine. But they also gave her a +7 on block wake up now for a bar. I hate that. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, giving people safe wake ups. Plus wake ups even worse. It also on hit pushes them full screen into like a one of the hard knockdown stances. She literally just gets a free trait summon. Oh, here, hold this trait. So not only is she gonna wake up, do, I don't know, maybe 150, like 15% of your health, she's then gonna chip you and build a bar and a half of meter from full screen away, and then you're gonna be crying. Unless you play, you know, a character with a teleport or something. Down 1 combos into Vine. So, you know, I was talking about the prestigiousness of playing Ivy, how sick it looks to do all the deterror cancels. You know, it takes ages to get the muscle memory and to do back 2, down 1, into the up deterror, things like that, because it does take a while to get it down. And even some of the top players on the Ivy leaderboards still don't do it. They still don't play it to a maximum potential, you know. But they thought, you know what, we'll combo down 1 combos into Vines now, so they still don't have to do it, because you could do down 1 into deterror stance and it comboed, and it looked pretty cool. And you know, someone does it to you, like, oh, that's pretty neat. That's pretty tough to do. Down 1, down 1. It actually is pretty tough to do, especially to get it to combo. You have to be pretty quick. But now, no, just down 1 Vine drill. Oh, it's negative on block, yeah, but the pushback's a bitch. Good luck punishing that. Well, yeah, just do it anyway. They'll just do it now. Down 1 Vine drill. That's all you'll say. Down 1 Vine drill. Meter burn it. Maybe not meter burn it. It's just going to be the matter with Ivy. Just whatever. Ground vines do significantly more damage, so she's got the little fawned grounds. This is a brilliant change. This is the thing that makes me want to play her. You can do a combo, set up the trap that she's got the caltrops, and if they jump out, they take a little bit of extra damage. If they don't jump out, they're going to be holding your chip pressure, your mix-up game. I love it. Love that change. That was one of the change. I love that. They could have just put that in the patch notes. I think that would have been pretty decent. And I'd like to have seen forward 2 as a mid and a little bit more block stun on Mr. Bitey. But when you put in a plus on block thing, there's a gap, by the way, but I'm pretty sure you can't down 1 the gap. So on her down forward 2 meter burn, which is her wake up, you have to backdash it, and I think she can call you out on it. So if Ivy just does no meter burn and you backdash, I'm pretty sure she can just continue pressure because you've backdashed. Again, a lot more stuff needs to be fleshed out, a lot more tech. Can't, you know, obviously call it as it is, but she was already a good character. She does a hell of a lot of damage. I believe we will be seeing a lot of Ivy. And the reason why I've talked so long on Ivy is I know this character a lot. I play her, I play against her a lot. She's a good character. Starfire. I play Starfire a little bit. Obviously, I'm only level 12 of her, so I don't play her too much. But I really enjoy the character. I think people play her wrong, even at the highest level. They waste way too much trait in combos when it's not necessary. It doesn't give you that much of a damage return. You should only be spending it on damage when they're just about to die, and you could just chip them out with some zoning projectiles or specials, or when are you going to kill them. Well, other than that, you should be saving your trait, because your trait is one of the best punishes for stuff in the game and checks in the game, and you need it as much as possible. Having said that, I am not the best Starfire player in the world. It's just sort of speculation at that point. Her walk speed's faster now, so you know, if it wasn't irritating enough trying to walk this character down, it's going to be even more irritating now. Another side effect for walk speed being faster, it means that she's going to be able to do a jump 3 a lot easier. It means that she's going to be at ranges where a jump 3 is going to work better. There's going to be things there. Even her jumping normals now are going to be better. Her air dash might be faster. People don't realise that. If they buff her walk speed, maybe it buffs her air dash as well, because she can get in and do the air dash. Maybe the air dash is even faster in itself. The forward 2-2 and the forward 2 grab thing, I kind of like that in a way. It's going to be really annoying, but I like mind games like that in games like this. So, you know, there's going to be a really big mind game of if I'm ducking, I get a full combo, and if I'm not ducking, I get grabbed. And it's not too much damage on block. You know, it does send you full screen, but I like that mind game. I love stuff like that where it's punishable, but it's a good mind game. I love that. I love it. I can't argue with that change. You know, it's brilliant. Risk reward at its finest. And down 1 background bounce, yeah, every character should be able to down 1 background bounce. I don't see why you can't, you know, in the first place. There's going to be Starfire players downplaying her, by the way, saying, oh, she should be still be able to down 1 special. They're maniacs. They're absolute maniacs. Like, this character's good. Let's talk about Supergirl. Supergirl, again, slap on the wrist, really. A lot of the stuff she got, I put in my video, so maybe they watched my Supergirl nerf video. So I'm, you know, walking laser now takes a bar of meter. That's what I said. 1-1-2, not plus anymore. Pretty sure that's what I said. Didn't say string into lasers plus on block. I didn't say that, but you know, maybe I did. Maybe I did psychically. Just translate. Maybe I did say. I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, the string into laser was never really an issue for me. I never really thought that was super impressive, but maybe somebody did. And down 1 is now 9 frames. So for a lot of people, they're going to be, oh my god, 9 frame poke? That's terrible. But it's a 9 frame low combo starter, and you know, it stops you from walking back. And Cheetah's sweep is 8 frames, so bear that in mind. You know, her down 1 doesn't have as much range as Cheetah's sweep, but believe me, it's not too much different. And you know, if somebody told you that Cheetah's sweep was 1 frame slow but then started a full combo, back 3 combo for a bar, you'd be salty. So yeah, you got to look at it that way. It's still low profiles as well. I've seen Theo streaming and he was doing Superman's down 1 and he couldn't counter poke with down 1 after it on block. Couldn't counter poke it because he just went straight under his down 1. And I know Superman has a stubby down 1, probably not going to do it against characters like Ivy or something like that now, but it's just something to bear in mind that, you know, again, half-assed patch. Yeah, you've lowered the 2 frame. Why didn't you just make it not low profile everything? Like, down 1 would have been absolutely fine if every single time she did it on block, you could just retaliate with a mid that was fast enough, that made sense, you know, within the frame data. So yeah, half-assed patch. Aquaman. Oof, Aquaman. What do we say about Aquaman? I don't know too much about this. Obviously I know that he can not only flip them over with the scoop to change sides without spending meter, but he also gets a back 3 from it. That's pretty powerful. I mean, he's got a very, like I said with Cheetah Sweep, it's not as fast, but he's got a low that goes into meter burn for a full combo. That's pretty powerful stuff. And down back 1's safe on block, so it's going to be very interesting. Definitely very interesting to see what changes he's done. I think Aquaman's one of those characters, he's already quite decent, and a change like this, I think we'll see him back into the tournament scene, but I don't think he'll ever be what he was, because he's still not got a very brain dead metagame where it's just I don't need to open you up, I will just kill you on block. That's silly, and no character should do that. So I guess we'll see. Black Adam got his ass tickled. Like, Black Adam's going to be everywhere now. It's almost upsetting. He needed negative on his dive kick, even with meter burn. Like, he just needed to be negative, full stop. Just not punishable. Just make him negative so he loses his turn. He's done a full screen launching dive kick, for Christ's sake. Like, what are you doing? Who patches these characters? In another game, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay in another game. But other characters don't have this stuff. Cheetah doesn't get to meter burn a dive kick and be safe. Or plus. Cheetah's dive kick's not even half as good. And I know you're talking apples and oranges in terms of characters, but look at all these checks that he's got. He's got so many neutral checks. Like, there's a reason why this character does so well normally. Yeah, he's not the beast he once was, but when you look at the nerfs across the board, like people, like top players now thinking, why wouldn't I play Black Adam? Let's talk about. I do know that Bane got a buff. It's a minor buff. I'm not too sure if. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too sure if that's gonna change anything for him. I feel bad. Like if you think your character's getting buffed and they're like, yeah, my Bane looks sick by the way, but maybe it's gonna help him a lot. Maybe it's going to help him a lot. I mean, obviously, it just means that he's not going to get punished by delayed wake up as much, and it's going to give him more mix up on his wake. But did he need more mix up on his wake up game? Is that what he needed? I don't know. I don't play him enough to know what he actually needed. But you know, with nerfs to characters like Catwoman and Supergirl, it's going to make him naturally better. But he's still going to struggle against characters like Firestorm and stuff. So I don't know. And Raiden, last thing. This is arguably the worst character in the game before this patch. His character power is apparently safe, and he's got less pushback on 2-1. Oh yeah, 2-1 down 3, which is he does basically 2 mids. He goes like a high punch, a sort of middle punch. They're both mids, but like that's it. And then he does a low kick, and that is a low. And apparently he can cancel for bigger damage on that. I'm not too sure what that means, but. They give him a couple of things. I do know, I've seen on Twitter, Mustard said that he's got big changes. And this is Raiden's actually a really... He's not good in this game, but he's a really solid foundation for a character. He's one of those characters that if he got buffs, you could see him being really strong. But he's not strong in a cowardly sense. Like, he's a good character. It's not irritating to fight against him. He has to come up. He has to hit you. You know. He has to play that way. Yeah, he can throw a couple of fireball checks like he would do in MK, but ultimately he's got to come to you and hit you and take risks, and that's good. So I don't mind. Raiden being better. His jump 3's a nightmare for my character, but that's just another issue. So you know, characters. Let's just go over characters that didn't get touched. Black Manta. You're going to see a lot more of him because he didn't get nerfed. Maybe he didn't need nerfing, maybe he did, who knows, but how can you nerf Catwoman when Black Manta's just as good in footies? How can you not nerf Black Manta? Half-ass patch. Green Arrow, you're going to be seeing a lot more of him. You're going to be seeing a hell of a lot more of Dr. Fate, and he's fun to play against, right guys? That's fun to play against, Mr. Safe, Wake Up, Mr. I'm just going to throw everything at you all day long, I don't really care. You're going to see a hell of a lot more Flash, because 50-50s in this game makes sense when everybody's got 33 overheads, but whatever. Firestorm, Mr. 50-50. I played Firestorm, I really enjoyed Firestorm. Then they patched him and I felt like my brain cells were diminishing because I would be getting stomped and then I'd hit blue trait in a combo and take 60% life away from my opponent, and that's just how that is. Yeah, so Firestorm, like, it's just, I've tweeted at them. I've literally said to them, guys, please do not let this vortex stand. Please think before these nerfs go live. Nothing. Just left him. Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of Firestorm, which is probably what they want, but it's not a lot of Firestorm in a good way. You're not going to be seeing clever mind games. You're going to be seeing a guy getting his ass kicked or just barely hanging in there in the neutral, or if he's already winning, all the better, because he gets his character power anyway, you know, it doesn't really matter. And then when he tags you, he's going to activate character power mid combo. He's going to put you into an inescapable vortex, and you're going to watch even the highest skilled players in the world get hit from an angle that doesn't make sense into a random cross-up, non-cross-up, eat another full combo, and then if they're doing it right, they do it again and you're dead. And they can do that. Let that sink in. Doesn't matter how good you are, you're in a tournament, it's 2-2 in games, you're on your last health bar reach, you've just clashed. He's not used his blue because he's a smart player and he knows the moment he uses his blue, his level 3 trait, you're going to clash. So he's got you in a combo that you've had to clash anyway. You've recovered your life. You're both on roughly about 60%. He activates blue. Now in blue, not only does he have unreactable 50-50s, he's also the best zoner in the game. He has a 4-frame projectile that knocks down, that does about 15% of your life. Now I'm not here to upplay Firestorm because clearly he's not. He was barely, I think he was just outside of top 5. before, but that was literally because he got out neutraled so much that his vortex didn't really matter too much. But these neutral monsters in Catwoman, Supergirl, Hellboy, Adam, they've been toned down. So what's stopping him now? What's stopping him now? Does take a bit of skill to play him in the neutral. You do need to be able to anti-over his atomic burst. Believe me, not everybody's going to do that. But this character is very, very good. Learn the optimal vortexes if you're going to play him though, because if I see people playing him and they're doing crap damage vortexes and not optimizing, that winds me up, because it's really easy. Gunshow does them, so just watch his footage. Black Canary, I'm going to talk about Black Canary because she didn't get any changes. You're not going to see her, guys. And this is what I'm talking about, half-assed patch. Nobody's going to go in and go, oh, Canary, I'll pick her up. Pointless. Just pick up Flash. Pick up Aquaman or someone, because they've just been buffed. Or Flash is already ridiculous. No point picking up Canary. No point. Like, they could have done anything. Could have done anything to make, like, just anything in the frame data to make someone go, oh, maybe I'll pick her up now. Just to shake up the meta. They could have done anything. Her character power now charges faster. You know? Just something. Just give us something. I'm not going to talk about Darkseid, I hate him. Wonder Woman. Left her alone. She's fine. Yeah, character's fine. She's not fine. She's not even close to fine. She is an absolute monster against so many of the cast. And the people that don't care about her, she still does well against, but they just don't notice. They don't notice. You play Flash, Cheetah, Grodd, probably like Robin, Scarecrow, Bane. Or like there's so many more that I don't play that she probably does the same thing too. And she's just oppressive. I play Wonder Woman as well, so I don't think I'm not afraid to pick her up. If she becomes dominant, don't think that I won't sit there and go, nah, can't be bothered playing all these Wonder Womans online or whatever. Cheetah's just never, because Cheetah's, if you're in a tournament and you pick Cheetah against Wonder Woman, you're out. Like if they're good enough to enter a tournament and you're in winners finals or pools or like that, and they counter pick you with Wonder Woman and you're playing Cheetah, just throw your pad. Because they can literally drool on their pad and you ain't winning. You might get one lucky game because Cheetah's damage is bullshit, but like, no. Wonder Woman can literally do nothing wrong. Literally doesn't even need to think. Crazy. And again, it's half-assed. It's not about nerfing Wonder Woman. It's about changing her, so she's still as strong as she is, or maybe she does need a slight buff in my eyes, maybe just a little bit of a buff, but her tools that stop these other characters just aren't so oppressive, so the counter pick's not there. It's not even a utility pick, it's just if you're a melee character and you have to get in, her down 2, her back 2, her shield bash, her mid shield, you're done. Jump 3, no hurt box. Super plus on block. Can't down 2 it. Like, Cheetah can't down 2 her jump 3. I mean, yeah, you might be able to get it in training mode, but are you gonna risk it in tournament? You know, like, just make her jump 3 not as plus on block, so that, you know, if she does it too high up, it's not her turn. You've done it to Cheetah. Cheetah can't do jump 3 high up. She has to hit it way meaty to get any kind of plus advantage, so I don't know. I suppose Wonder Woman can't fly across the screen unless it's shield bash. Captain Cold, no love, half-ass patch. Just gonna call this one hashtag half-ass patch. What are they doing? They know he's not good. He was like good as a niche counter pick. And then they nerf him, and then they're like, what? Captain Cold, he doesn't exist. Never heard of him. Robin, probably didn't need to change him. I think he's really good, and he's going to continue to be pretty solid. So yeah, I agree with not changing Robin. Scarecrow, I'm not too sure about Scarecrow. I don't like his character design. I think he's a bit meshy, so I'm not going to talk about him. Literally not going to talk about him. Brainiac, yeah, Brainiac's alright. Again, he's another one that got changed in the last patch and seen tournament representation since, and he's okay. He's pretty good, Brainiac, actually. Like, yeah, but you can say that the developer can sit down and go, right, Brainiac, what do we think? Well, you know what? He has seen a little bit of tournament, you know, things. We can see him here on these offline. Scar's doing really well with him here and there. You know, he's a really interesting character. He's got lots of depth. And you know, if we take away some of the power of these other characters, then yeah, he might still be in there. People know he's a relevant character. It's okay to leave a character like Brainiac alone. It's okay. Atom, again, the reason why they probably left him alone is, you know, we see him doing well in tournaments at the moment. He's a pretty cool character. See him doing well. Deadshot, where's Deadshot, guys? Oh well, we nerfed him last patch. He's not even been in pools. Yeah, there's one poor guy, but yeah, he went out 0-2. Come on, guys, like, where's the Deadshot buffs? Why does it take 2 patch cycles for you to speed up his back forward one or give him damage mid-screen? So, like, you could at least make him a bit of an up-close brawler. Like, why not? Why not now? Why not make him do good damage now? Took away his zoning, make him an up-close beast. Like, he's got 50-50s. Why not? It's a cheap change. Not really much for you to change his damage scaling. People will be like, oh crap, Deadshot's like, he's got a little bit of gunshots to him, but once he gets in, you know? Whatever. Cheetah. What can I say? Like, no changes to Cheetah. She's fine, right? No, she's not. The best Cheetah player pretty much in the world, although, you know, it's fair enough, we don't see Shen play. I don't think he would even bother to play anymore. You know, even, like, they say, she's terrible. She is terrible, guys. You know, if you get hit by a traded up Cheetah with a high starter, no mix, because you've done something silly, and then you complain, that's your problem. That's the character. I don't see anybody complaining about Bane doing level 3 into a random forward 3 bounce, which is what Cheetah has to do, by the way. Doing 700 damage, that's hype. Oh, that's sick. Oh, he's done 700 damage, that's so hype. Cheetah does it. Broken character. Broken character. And I almost do agree to a certain extent. You know, enough of the mindless rambling. I want Cheetah to take a damage hit and then regain some neutral. I want them to give her neutral at the expense of her damage. So give her increased combo scaling on her command grab things, maybe a dive kick, you know, because a dive kick gives her a lot of damage, like her extenders basically. Nerf the damage, maybe nerf the damage buff on trait. That's fine. Take that away. You know, I've posted my thoughts on Cheetah so many times now. It's just getting silly. The character, she's a walking gimmick. Everything's practically unsafe. Her command grabs are high or low. Like, they're just completely unsafe, and her strings, she's got no overhead. Her overhead is her overhead command grab, but in this game, it's not. It's just, I don't know. It's awkward. It really is awkward. Really is. But you know, she's not a bad character. The nerfs, I don't think they're gonna change her, guys. I don't think the nerfs to the characters that have been nerfed. Like, she already did okay against Catwoman, Black Adam. You know, she did well against. So the characters that she did well against already have been buffed. Firestorm's still going to destroy her. Dr. Fate, he's not been changed, so that's, you know, like, people say Cheetah does well against Dr. Fate. There's no reason for Fate not to at least go even with Cheetah. He's got the best anti-airs in the game. He's got great ground normals. People just don't know how to fight Cheetah. And I'm sure people say that for all the characters, oh, you just don't know how to fight my character. And it may be the case, but I can back up a lot of things with frame data and say, well, actually, if you look at Cheetah's frame data and look at your options, she's terrible, guys. She really is. Back down 1, if she does down 1 into command grab, you can just press back 3. Down, as soon as the down 1 hits, just press back 3. If she does anything else, you're punished. If she can do down 1 into meter burn forward 3, that's 2 bars bounce cancel to blow you up. She can obviously do the fly over lunge, but a dive kick's so bad half the time that's going to miss you. Atrocitus, good character, didn't need any changes. I completely agree that he stayed as he is. Joker, again, who's going to pick him up now? Who hasn't already? You know, like, Sonic Fox loves this character and even he's not playing him. He loves the Joker and he's not playing him. Still no buffs. He got a buff last patch, it's just not what he needed. He needed something else. He needed something else and he's not got it. Superman, yeah, good character. Red Hood, yeah, I agree, good, you know, good character. Sees tournament play. Like all these characters I say good character, they already see tournament play. So if they're already seeing tournament play, but they're not busted broken, then leave them as they are. That's fine. But characters that didn't see tournament play, aren't busted broken, they've buffed like half of them and left the other half in the lurch. Seems really weird to me. So I think I've talked enough about everything. You know, in general, I think I'm looking forward to the Ninja Turtles. The patch was sort of like just bittersweet, really good, and then just sort of like, well, hang on a minute, it's like you've entertained half your player base and then left the other half sort of thinking, well, do I have to just pick up a different character now? And you know, it'd be okay if these were really consistent monthly patches or whatnot, but we're waiting, you know, quarterly, like quarterly patches, like once every 3-4 months we'll get a patch. That's a long time. That's a long time, especially in an ever-evolving fighting game world with multiple different fighting games out there. Like, you're not, and I back this up now, you will not see Cheetah in a tournament. And if you are seeing a Cheetah in a tournament, it's just an outstanding performance from a great player. Or they've got side characters. You're not going to see Cheetah come out as a counter pick. It's just, she's just not, you know, but there's no buffs for her. And it's not just Cheetah, I could probably say it for quite a few characters. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. Captain Gold. Just seems weird. A lot, too many characters are getting the attention in the wrong places, and it's just a shame. Like, why is Ivy getting more buffs? Like that, it's annoyed me. I play her and it's annoyed me. Why are they buffing her again? She's already had lots of attention, a lot of love. She's just got 9 for a major. You know, even Revit Leafing is a dedicated cheater main. Guess what? She plays Ivy and Starfire. They both got buffed. Do you think she's gonna stick with Cheetah? You're going to be seeing her playing Ivy and Starfire more. She'll pick Cheetah in matchups where she might go 5-5 or something and she can just outplay. Whatever. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I know I've been running for a long time on this one, but you know, there's lots to discuss, lots about the games to discuss. I am excited for the Turtles. I'm excited to see what the patch brings. I do hope it completely shakes up the meta, but again, people are people and they're going to bandwagon to what they know. And it's only going to be a few individuals that will either show people the light or will, you know, basically continue to play a character. Like, I don't see everybody flocking to Grodd. You will see a few more Grodd players, but at the highest level, is Samij going to go to Grodd? No. Is Dragon going to go to Grodd? No. They're going to pick stupidly strong characters, and I don't think Grodd's going to be that. Could be, but I don't think so. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.